They figured it out. Thank goodness. I'm so passionate about this.
This is something that really connects you spiritually. Yo, we back. Guys, this is real life, real talk. So today's episode is going to be fire. It's going to keep y'all on y'all toes, so get ready for it. So the topic is about influencers and fans only. The new age of fame. What's the real price that we're paying?
I know. So one of the things I thought was interesting, because of course I don't necessarily use OnlyFans. No. But I do use social media, and influencers now are becoming like the new celebrities. Actually, there's a study that shows 60% of people make their purchasing decisions based on influencers, internet influencers, not like A-list celebrities. So what do you think about that? Are OnlyFans and Instagram models and stuff like that the new celebrities?
I mean, I feel like they are. Like you look at some of the Atlanta celebrities, and when they throw an event, they got like a whole entourage of people. They got cameras, they got that whole swag, the vibe, and people are doing and saying, and kind of what they're saying are people are actually doing. You know what I mean? They're using them in everyday life. They're dressing how they dress. I mean, the swag. I mean, everything's totally different.
That's right. I mean, the one old girl, Risa Tisa or whatever, she is she got her own show now just from telling people about who she married. Like, everybody was talking about that. Maybe just me. Maybe just my job people. You don't know about Risa Tisa?
Yeah, of course I do.
The girl who I married and then he didn't have no money.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yo, that was
I guess she wasn't an OnlyFans, so you ain't know about her.
I don't watch OnlyFans. I'm my only fan that I watch because I'm the only fan.
Shouldn't I be your OnlyFans?
You are my only fan. Let me high five you.
But yeah, I agree. I think like when I look for outfit ideas and when I'm packing, like we going on our trip, I looked up like Cabo outfit ideas, and I saw old girl, she threw something on the floor and then she stepped on it. And I was like, okay, girl. And I bought one and I bought that shirt. So I'm one of the 60%.
So I agree, like these influencers are definitely making a major impact on society and people. I mean, people love their trends. We love what they're doing. And I think it's actually it's having a major effect on society and people in general. So influence. What do you think about the next statistic, the one on digital intimacy? Can you
tell me what it is?
It's basically 40% of adults believe the platform, the OnlyFans, it's basically causing an issue with intimacy issues in marriages and relationships. I mean, what do you think about that?
So what I know about OnlyFans, I'm not judging. I just haven't, did a deep dive. But you could be on there with somebody. So I know it's couples on there, or like somebody might have their page, and then you have to pay for extra like back seat door access.
Right.
Backstage, whatever access you want to get to stuff. So it's like levels to it. But I mean, I think like if you're following someone all the time, you're watching what they're doing all day long, they're doing sexy stuff, I think it can impact like the chemistry you have with your partner or like how you see them, because you start thinking they should operate that way.
Right. I mean, honestly, I think, is this godly? Is this a godly thing? Like the fans only. See, I looked at the original OnlyFans was Janet Jackson with the nips. It was the nip. It was for America. But this is the thing. Was it actually like we had to look at, okay, who was this for? What was her thought process behind that? Was it like, oh my God, was it a wardrobe slip? Or was it because I was just trying to get famous? Like, we don't know. Okay. We kind of have to ask God that. But at the end of the day, she was fans only. You know what I mean? We don't know, because that nip slip was everything.
It was everything. I remember everybody was talking about that. Everybody knew about Janet's situation. And you know what? We never really found out if she did it on purpose. But let's say she did do it on purpose. She got what she wanted.
Did she seek God on that one?
I don't know if she questioned God about the 8 p.m. nip slip. I think that might have been just her. Don't force it. If God wants you to be famous, He gonna make you famous. You don't gotta force God. That sounds like a forced God situation to me. If she did do that on purpose.
But look at this though. Like you gotta take the idea of the fans. Oh my God, it's just a nip. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. Like versus some people who have perversion, and they're looking at it like, oh my God, they're freaking out. So it's kind of like it could have just been an accident, or it could have just been the trend of the OnlyFans situation.
Listen,
like I don't know.
We do go to church. We definitely get into that Bible. There's nowhere. I mean, me showing my nipples is one thing. And then the lust of someone looking at them is a whole nother thing. So I think you really would have to get into like the point of the person that's filming the OnlyFans, what they're doing, if you're trying to tempt and seduce and really get people going, and then the person watching, if they're lusting and that's not their mate or their partner or whatever, those are the things that you're really looking at in terms of, is this a godly situation or is this a Christian-like spiritual move you should be making? I mean, I don't have an OnlyFans because I don't need that type of temptation. I don't know who on there, Well,
honestly, I think it could actually be a good thing. I mean, there's good and bad with the OnlyFans. Like if a couple or if, people having a situation, if they want to spice something up, this might be that tool they need to spice it up. Or you got to look at it like, is that person just always, is he damn near cheating on me for OnlyFans? Like, I mean, not me, but like, are we getting cheated on for OnlyFans? Like, it's just like, you're the tool, but you know what I mean? Like, this is who I'm really dating, the person in the OnlyFans. Like, you kind of have to look at it like that. Like, I think.
Okay, like, we as a couple are looking at it to get ideas, maybe positions, look, maybe get inspiration.
Right.
That we're going to use together. Versus is someone spending all their time on their lusting after that person, wanting that person? Is that what we're talking about?
Right. Pretty much, you're pretty much dating the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Subconsciously in your mind.
Yeah, I've heard about some people who I think they're married to OnlyFans at this point, or any of these little sites. Or we keep calling OnlyFans. I think there's a lot going on, even on regular dating apps and regular Instagram, Facebook. There's a lot being shown. I know I've seen more than I wanted to see. Just trying to look for outfit ideas.
But it's kind of like you go back into, are these actual idols? So it kind of goes into the mind and how people really feel and what their intentions are, what they're doing with these things. I mean, everything could be used for good. Everything could be used for bad. You know what I mean? Who knows? They could be showing like best ways to tie your shoes on these OnlyFans. But OnlyFans can see how you tie your shoes. I doubt if that's happening, but.
No, that's a good point because there's people who are looking at OnlyFans to see like, what does this person do all day? Like, what is their life like? Like, to really get to be more intimate with the person that they're following. I don't think people just do it for a sexual way. I think people are like, what does Cardi do all day? Or what does Janet Jackson, if she was on there? Like, what does she do all day? And what does that look like? And try to emulate. So what do you think? Are these the new idols? Are they idolizing these people?
I think that some people might be idolizing and there's other people that just might be bored. You know what I mean? You got people watching my 800,000 pound wife. Like, I forgot what the show's called, but I mean, people watch that and they, so people could just be bored. I mean,
That's
or
true.
Maybe people are actually idolizing who they are. Like, you never know really what it's about. Like, it's kind of crazy.
My 800-pound life, I think. Or sister. Right. I think there's like one, like my 800-pound sister. I don't know. But I agree with you. Like, I have seen some of the strangest shows, like Naked and Afraid. Like, we just go out and be naked. And we just like, so, yeah, there's definitely like getting bored. Even like I can watch, those house flipping shows. Like,
I love a house flipping.
We could just start like, ooh, it's a shack. And now it's, so I think there's so much out there to consume and ingest that has really nothing to do with like who you are and being connected to yourself and other people. I think that's the big problem.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about how this affects relationships? Like actually, let me go first. I think this could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, the mental health of somebody who's dealing with someone who's actually the OnlyFans person who's actually putting on the show. Like, I feel like they're going to have a lot of anxiety. or they possibly might be cheating, or they might be overly aggressive because they're worried like she talking to somebody. And granted, that's gonna bring that into the picture. People are gonna be, trying to DM the person on the side just to have a conversation with them. So I mean, what is that? I mean, that's opening up that door to a sacred place that I felt like God had with the relationship, how it started, how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a mental health professional, there's a lot of things that can impact your ability to be intimate with your partner, or, jealousy, or just really trust and security of your relationship. So if your OnlyFans is popping and you're always on there and you're always showing and sharing yourself with the world or people who pay for extra access, it can affect like your partner thinking like, well, what do you have left for me? What's sacred between us? Right. You're showing your body, you're showing your life, you're sharing details and secrets. Like, what's left for me? Why you even have me around? Right. I mean,
that's definitely a good question.
Yeah, you look shocked. Like,
why do you have me around? But that can be a facade. I hear with a lot of these actors and models and these people, they put on this superhero suit, so to speak, and to be this other person. Beyonce had Sasha Fierce.
That's right.
Batman had Robin. He had Robin, but he was Batman, and then he was Bruce Wayne. No, Bruce Wayne was somebody else. Who was Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne had Batman.
Bruce Wayne had Batman. Right.
I was like, Robin, it's like Little Lane's sidekick. But no, that's true too. Like maybe, and I know we've talked to a lot of celebrities and in our life coaching with them and things. They've said like, I put out a whole different persona for the world. Like that's not even me. Like people think they know me. That's not me. It's just fake. And I'm letting them ingest that. And then I share my real self with my family and my partner. So I think if you're doing that, but then do you start to blend that? Does Sasha Fierce become Beyonce? Like, did they get blended? Like now she bringing some of those tendencies. What you think? Do you get confused when you do that? Like you wear a mask and then is there blending?
I mean, I don't do it, so I don't know if they're blending, but it's possible.
What you think?
I know there's definitely some blending going on because you look at who was it, Halle Berry, and Halle Berry they used her. She's played so many different roles. It's so hard. Well, from what my understanding, it's hard to have a relationship with her because she is this person, that actor. You know what I mean? Because you really have to engulf yourself in this character that you want to be in order to bring out, you know what I mean, to get the attention, to get people to really buy into who you are. You have to become that thing. I mean, and honestly, that's why we love actors so much. Like Denzel, oh my God. Denzel on Training Day, I thought Denzel was a thug. Like, no cap.
Same. I was like, what happened to like that good cop, from that first movie? And now you King Kong and ain't got nothing. No, but that's deep. I didn't think about like how the A-list traditional celebrity, they used to get into a role in a character. They might lose 300 pounds, gain weight, use a mask or whatever, and they have to keep switching. But are the influencers now the new age A-list celebrities where they're literally showing you their life, but it's really character development?
It could definitely be that. I got another statistics. Okay. 50% of influencers report that their mental health has negatively been impacted by, something like Fans Only. So how do you feel about that?
Listen, when you don't have privacy, you don't have anywhere you can really have a safe space. That does really affect who you are as a person. It just, you feel pressure to be perfect or always to put on or always be made up or not have anything out of place or never mess up. I mean, when these celebrities mess up or like make a mistake, like everyone sees it, right?
Everybody see it. Like, it's got to be hard. I feel like they got to be living under dang near a rock because it's like everybody knows you, but you can't go anywhere. Everybody knows you and you can't go grocery shop. You can't it's like you can't do anything, or you're constantly under scrutiny. If you do good, people love you. If you do bad, everybody dislikes you. Everybody do. You know what I mean? But that's, that
cancel culture is real.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, they've got to be scared that if I slip up, if I say the wrong thing, if I can't edit this out. And that's another thing when you're filming a movie or whatever, even a podcast, whatever, like you can edit it out. Be like, ooh, I didn't mean to say it like that. Or, ooh, I didn't mean to offend those people. Let's run that back. But when you live all the time, you're giving people pure, OnlyFans access to your life, you might slip up and say something. And then everybody gonna be like, uh-oh, what'd she say? Was that the N-word? Was that this? Was that? Is she offended people? So I think they're even more opening themselves up to being canceled. And then now we all know you were canceled. And that was your real life. That's stressful. That sounds stressful to me.
No, definitely. And I feel like you really need to, I mean, when you live this lifestyle as an influencer, as a fans only person, so you need to find a place where you can really dedicate to, finding out who you are, getting back to your roots and who you really are, and not leaning into the superhero that you pretend to be or the facade that you put on.
No, that's true. I think that's why a lot of celebrities, whether they be athletes or actors or even influencers now, they roll with like the people they've known for so long, like their childhood friends or that spouse, like whoever that is that knows the real you, that knows who you are deep down and isn't there for like the fame or the what they can get from you, like, being a liability to you. They're really like that safe space for you where you can do that. But no, I'm with you. It doesn't necessarily have to be another person. What do you mean, like meditating or praying or?
Yeah, it's just getting back to the basics. That's all.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? So, do you think these people are selling out or selling their souls for fame? I mean, honestly, is that's a thing? I mean, what do you think?
So I do think there's some people who, like, I saw the story of this girl. She was literally like singing on YouTube, and the next day she had like record deal. Like, I can't keep up with all these names and people, but she had this record deal. Like, she got swooped. Like, she just was that talented, and then she got taken into this whole lifestyle that she wasn't prepared for. She didn't understand. She didn't know. Then I think there's people who are just grinding and trying to get on. Like, they're tired. They're broke. They're living in their cars. They're hustling. And they might be willing to do, things they wouldn't have thought they might do to like make it happen.
And I mean, honestly, I can understand both sides. Going from the trap to the mansion, like that's hard. I mean, to have nothing and be praying and hoping that God provides something. You like, oh, God provided it.
That's right.
But I gotta, fans on. I gotta show the nip. You know what I mean?
Right. I gotta do that sex scene, or I gotta flirt a little harder.
But that's definitely not godly. But who draws the line? You know what I mean? God looks at your heart, supposedly. I mean, no, we know God looks at your heart.
That's right.
But
there's some obedience that's required.
But this is what I've learned in life: is that God will always allow a door to open. It's gonna be there's always a fork in the road. So it's like you can go right, or you can go left. You can take the blue pill or the red pill, like on Neo, like on Matrix.
I mean, sometimes it's a window though. Like that door, it's real easy to open the door and walk through. I think sometimes people are looking for a door and it might be a window. It might be, a maze. It might not be easy, even when it's God. Just because you love God and you're a Christian and you're doing the right thing doesn't mean you ain't gonna struggle.
Right. No, I definitely agree with that. But where does the line draw between just, you know what I mean? I'm on here, glorifying myself, I'm beautifying myself, I'm swagging up every day, I'm just always in the mirror. Yeah. Am I narcissistic? Am I just too into? Am I my own idol? We have to look at that because I'm always. But this is a person that you have to put on to be somebody who you need to be.
It depends on who you're glorifying at the end of the day. Like I, didn't wake up like this, right? Like, I got this beat, right? I did my hair, like, so I could present myself in a certain way, but I didn't do that all for myself. Like, I come here so we can have these conversations. We could be real people talking about real things and really give God all the glory, not myself. So it doesn't matter if I spent 10 hours in the chair getting beautiful, that's my intention. But I know some people, they're doing it for them. They're them focused. Like, I need to be a star. I need to be rich. I think that's where you start thinking.
But on the other hand, though, I wouldn't let you come in and be anyway. Because she's my eye candy, so I needed to be my eye candy. So I'm not on these OnlyFans, which, brothers, take notes. Make sure ladies eye candy if you need to swagger.
Say? I can't get an OnlyFans?
What? No, we're not doing OnlyFans. We're not doing that. Oh, I'm your OnlyFan. Perfect. Oh, yeah, I can't.
I'm just making sure. Sometimes you got to be clear. In marriage, you got to communicate.
Right. Yeah, some relationships, it might be totally fine. I'm not good with that because that's just, that's not who I am, That's
actually not who I am, which is probably how we ended up together. If I were someone who might want to OnlyFans, then we might not have made it.
True.
But no, I would be so scared to see a patient on there. I would just die. Like, I don't even want to see my patients like at the grocery store. Like, I have definitely don't even leave out the house. So I do not need that type of OnlyFans
She doesn't
attention.
leave at all. She will Instacart groceries. She will Amazon anything. Like shit, Costco. It doesn't matter. She never leaves the home. But I mean, honestly, we do have a nice house. You probably don't.
We do. I have a sanctuary because I don't necessarily want to.
Never. I'd be like, let's go to the grocery store to get some exercise. She's like, no.
If I'm exercising, I'm exercising. Like, don't try to make me like walk somewhere and be there sweaty, and that wasn't the point. Like, I could go to the gym or do my own home exercise if I want to work out. That's the thing. I know we're going left, but like the people who are like every little step and I'm exercising and all this, but like, no, if I'm going to a party, I'm not walking to the party. I'm going to a party. If I'm exercising. Anyway, I digress. But my point is, we have to communicate those boundaries and where they are, because I do think people aren't always aligned. Like, I have a lot of friends who their mate has struggled with porn addiction, or like looking on Instagram, DMing people, liking that girl pictures. And it's like, okay, one like is good. Why you liking all
you guys pictures? Too many likes. Yo, you're showing you're looking thirsty. Let's not like too much. Casual likes are okay. If not, you are sending a message to the people. So
and your spouse or mate or the girl you dating, like, just know girls are over there seeing who you liking and what you following.
Better detectives
That's
than
right.
we are. So just stay out of stay out the way. I mean, it's important if you want to keep. Not to mention that this is gonna negatively affect your relationship.
That's
like
right.
if you're causing your spouse to be insecure and she's telling you, she's going to tell you these things, what she has problems with, him or her. You just kind of have to listen. If you're not listening, you got to wonder why she just flipped out. Like people. Physically act out what they're mentally thinking. So they could be thinking about all this stuff subconsciously, and just, a bag of chips turns into World War IX. Like, whoa, I thought you wanted the Takis. You don't want the Takis? What do we, you know what I mean? And then we over here going back and forth over Takis. But it's not even the Takis.
It's not the Takis. It's you was liking all those girls' pictures on Instagram, and I saw you. I seen you. I'm surprised the FBI isn't like all women. Like, they should probably just have an all women FBI task force, because we gonna find you and we gonna figure it all out. We gonna know, and then we calling our friends and we gonna pull up. So FBI, if you're struggling to find people or figure out information, get you a chick who's suspicious of her man. She'll find it.
So what do you think about the church has about OnlyFans? Am I saying this right? OnlyFans? Fans only?
No, it is OnlyFans. I don't know what you're trying to prove by saying it wrong. You trying to make me think.
I don't be on the site. I don't know what it is.
But it is OnlyFans. So what do I think that the church... I can't get it out. Thinks about OnlyFans.
Everybody has
What do you think the church thinks?
I think they're, possibly okay with it, unless depends who they're looking up. Like, what if they're looking up Joe Biden's OnlyFans? Like,
Joe Biden has an OnlyFans?
He might be on there moving, and he might be doing his little moves, or he might be just giving political advice about stuff we need to know about. Like,
listen, okay, I don't want Kamala to get on there because I don't need her doing that, but I think, hey, if you reach people where you reach them, but I don't think the church is using OnlyFans to reach folks. But
what if pastors were on OnlyFans?
Preaching?
But this goes back into really what OnlyFans is for. Like,
what is OnlyFans for?
Really, what is it?
I thought it was all sexy stuff. I do know that people are just living their life. It's kind of almost like a reality show. Like, even Kim Kardashian's sex tape, maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't. Half the sex tape, they was like at the airport. They were like, ooh, look at our balcony. Oh my God. It wasn't all like, here's some sex. So that's what I thought it was.
Right.
Janet, girl, I love you. I don't know what Janet's got going with you.
Janet's dope. I just don't know what the vibe was.
Do not blame Janet for the OnlyFans trend.
True. I can't do that.
Yeah,
Janet's dope, though.
She is so dope.
I love the Janet.
And she's making a comeback. She definitely.
Oh, my dad actually went to the concert.
He sure did.
Like, he thought it was amazing. So, Janet, if you see this, the concert was fire.
Yeah.
He told
Clean that up. I don't want beef with Janet Jackson. None of the Jacksons. I don't want beef with y'all. But I think the church and we kind of get into this, they just have to start addressing this, right? Like having conversations like, can you use porn as ideas for your relationship? If we're not lusting after those people, like we're lusting after each other, but we need some spice.
Because sometimes you don't know how to do the move. You might not know. I mean, how you gonna learn how to do the move? Your homie is not gonna tell you, like, bro, you gotta, you know what I mean? Throw the shoulder and then backswing with it. Your friend's not gonna tell you that. No. So, like, where do you learn this?
I mean, a good girlfriend might tell you to move.
But then again, you're feeling insecure. She telling you everything to do. You looking like,
you need to come,
bro. You know what I mean? That's
you need to come with your own movie. We have gotten tangled up in a couple.
Right, like, oh, how does this work? It's super awkward. You feel like a third grader in there.
No,
like,
that's
back up. Oh, we didn't lost it.
So see,
we didn't lost it. I'm done.
OnlyFans as like a guide, like a tantric guide, might be okay. But if you're just by yourself lusting, like, oh, I wish I had her, or like my wife needs to do that, and like to fulfill like something we have, I think that's where they might have a problem.
I agree. But once again, I think it depends what really we really have to look at what really OnlyFans.
Thank you.
Whew, that's tough.
OnlyFans, if you want to sponsor us, he's getting it right.
But I mean, we really have to find out what it's really for. Like some people could just be enjoying being in the presence of, you know, one of these celebrities and just enjoying who they are and having that, you know what I mean? Because when do we ever really get to see Beyonce? We never get to see Beyonce unless she's on stage. We don't see her life. So, I mean, an OnlyFans would be great for just, you know, talking, like having a conversation, like her getting dressed, just seeing the inner workings of her life, or, you know, whatever else. I'm not going to go there because I like Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm not trying to get canceled here.
Thank you. But I do think that begs back to the very beginning of, are we idolizing people and celebrities and influencers? Like, if God had an OnlyFans where he was showing you what to do all day and praying for you all day and showing you what it was like, would anyone even watch?
I am pulling
I bet if God had an OnlyFans, it would have like 10 subscribers.
No. It depends why you're going.
Or maybe a billion subscribers, but nobody, the airtime would be whack.
I would say it'd be a billion, and I would get on there. He might even show you how some of these superpowers you got. You might even know how to levitate. Who knows? He might know how to put, like, look, God might be like, look, I'm gonna show you this. You about to make $1 million just from doing that. Just swipe left.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just kidding. We definitely took that to the left. But
so, naked truth moment.
Okay.
This is I think we should. This is how I think we should end the show. We're still going back and forth with this, but you guys drop a comment if you think we should end with naked truth moment as a part of our Godversations. Let us know. If not, we'll keep trying on ideas. But naked truth moment. If you had an OnlyFans, what would you be putting out there?
Gospel content. Only with the Lord's best stuff. That's what I would do.
Is that your naked truth?
Yeah, that's my naked truth.
Okay.
First of all, I wouldn't have one, but if I did, it would be all godly content.
Okay. And we would see. We would see put you up there versus the people.
I'm not even going to ask you because honestly, I don't even want to put that thought in my mind because that would go.
Well, if I had a platform that people would follow me all day, I would put naked truth moment for that. Like it wouldn't be OnlyFans because we've already cleared up. It would be really like helping people understand that you don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to be done up all the time. Like I'm hiding my chip nail. I know y'all done seen it. And honestly, I better get my nails done for this trip. But like, I came on here anyway. I was like, I did not get my, but it would just be really like affirming people and humans and just letting people understand you could be human in these times and cultures. You don't always have to be pedicure. You don't always have to be perfect. Have fun. Like, you don't have to do all that, you know.
But if you got hair on your legs, like, please shave. Like, you can't go, you know what I mean? If you got, we don't need pajamas at the mall. Don't do it.
That's right. Please try to shave your legs, especially if you're going on a beach vacation like I am soon. But yeah, my naked truth moment.
I'm a little petty though, so
you are so petty. I don't even know how we make it. I guess it's yin and yang.
It's like why gotta be, you know?
It's fine. But Naked Truth moment, our culture right now of perfection and instant gratification and being pretty or whatever he's over here saying, it's hurting people. We have a mental health crisis, especially in our kids. So I think that we just need to be a little more grace with each other. Let's show a little grace.
We do.
That's how I want to wrap.
So instead of just go shave your legs, be like, hey, let me hook you up with that to get that taken care of. I love you so much. So it's a little honey to make the medicine go down. Not that we're talking about shaved legs, and I have a thing with that, but all right, guys. We are done. Real talk, real life issues, guys. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
That's right. See you next week.